In this airshow, loitering munitions and loitering weapon systems are especially interesting. Various such products are displayed here. A loitering munition, also known as a suicide drone or kamikaze drone, is a weapon system category in which the munition loiters around the target area for some time, searches for targets, and attacks once a target is located. Loitering munitions enable faster reaction times against concealed or hidden targets that emerge for short periods without placing high-value platforms close to the target area, and also allow more selective targeting as the actual attack mission can be aborted. Loitering munitions fit in the niche between cruise missiles and unmanned combat aerial vehicles, sharing characteristics with both. They differ from cruise missiles in that they are designed to loiter for a relatively long time around the target area, and from UCAVs in that a loitering munition is intended to be expended in an attack and has a built-in warhead. The loitering munition CM-501x behind me is a new type of loitering attack missile developed by the 3rd Research Institute of China Aerospace Science and Industry Corporation. To understand its specific performance, we invite Mr. Tang, the spokesperson of the 3rd Research Institute of China Aerospace Science and Industry Corporation, about this system. What are the highlights of this CM-501x as a new loitering missile? Can you tell me about it?
The main features of loitering missiles are as follows. First, it is small in size and light in weight. Basically, 2 adults can lift it up. Second, it is a modular and integrated design, multi-assembly. They can be used in many kinds of loading platforms, such as vehicles, and can also be drones, wing aircraft, or rotary wing drone. It is very flexible. The third feature is precision strikes. It is an indirect targeting precision strike system. That is, it does not need to lock the target directly.
You just mentioned multi-platform launching. I see a WJ-700 drone next to me. If this drone is paired with CM-501x, what benefits would there be?
The main feature of WJ-700 is its high altitude, high speed, and long endurance. It is a multi-purpose drone. There can be a mutual empowerment relationship between drones and cruise missiles. Because the UAV itself serves as a platform, its combat radius is very large. Launching a loitering munition from a drone will increase its attack range. As the front-out unit of the UAV, the loitering missile can effectively protect the UAV itself as well.
Just now you mentioned a variety of launch platforms. Among them, the 501x launched by a vehicle I saw in the video. Is there any product of such vehicle launch platforms on display here in this airshow? Just now we saw the use of WJ-700 to launch the loitering missiles, so now we also see that there are vehicles launching loitering missiles. So what are the differences between the two in use?
For launched vehicles, first of all, the combat effectiveness is higher, and the launching firepower efficiency will be stronger. Second, it is flexible and low cost. Thirdly, it is more convenient to use. So we should choose different launch methods according to different battlefield environments.
CM-501x is indeed an advanced loitering missile at this airshow. We have some other loitering missile models. Let's go take a look. The loitering munition products in this airshow should be a dazzling array. What we have just seen is one kind launched by the vehicle. Then some people will ask if there are loitering munitions that can be fired by individual soldiers. The 2 models behind me are actually the ones that can be used by individual soldiers, including tanks. Let's take a look at the Flying Dragon 10A first. Behind me, there is a launch system similar to firing a mortar. For the infantry, this kind of loitering munition is still very useful. It provides information support for our ground combat infantry. More importantly, it is also a very good means to strike the enemy's target. Also called suicide drone. Then the one next to it looks like a quadrotor drone or a rotor helicopter drone. It is also a loitering munition, but its purpose is to assist tanks in the battlefield. It can perform long cruises on top of the tank or in front of the armor of the tank, and it can land on the front of the turret of the tank in time. It can provide a wide range of information on the battlefield environment that a tank does not have, and can provide the tank with battlefield situational awareness. And perform actual combat surveillance, including reconnaissance, target search, and target damage evaluation, etc. In this case, Our tank troops with the help of such loitering munitions above form a new type of air-to-ground assault combat mode.
I recognized it as J-16D fighter at a glance. It's so cool. There are a lot of reports about this fighter. Look at the devices on its wingtips and the pods.
These are its main electronic warfare weapons. We know that there are soft kill weapons and hard kill weapons on J-16D. The device on the wingtip and the pod under the wing that you just talked about are its soft kill weapons.
Where are those missiles?
You see that there are 2 missiles under the belly between the 2 engines. These are its hard weapons. Electronic warfare weapons as soft kill weapons will suppress the effectiveness of the enemy's radar and other electronic equipment. This may force the enemy to turn off the radar. If the enemy turns on the radar, then they will be directly attacked by these missiles. The best damage effect can be achieved by using both soft and hard weapons at the same time, on which the J-16D can achieve.
Does it carry only one type of missile?
You see there are 2 different missiles near each other.
These 2 military fans are going inside the exhibition halls to look for these 2 missiles. Look, this is the LD-10 Light Short-Range Anti-Radiation Missile. We saw 2 missiles hanged under J-16D belly lifts in the outfield, and the first one is the LD-10 missile. I couldn't see the second one clearly, but I speculate that it should be this TL-30. It turns out that these are 2 anti-radiation missiles, also known as anti-radar missiles. It refers to a missile that uses the electromagnetic radiation of the enemy's radar and antenna for guidance to destroy the enemy's radar and its carrier or communication hub. In electronic countermeasures, it is the most effective weapon against radar. However, as a careful military fan, she found that these 2 types of ammunition were somewhat different.
The difference between them is that the TL-30 has 2 particularly large wings.
The one above is called a light anti-radiation missile. I call it a loitering anti-radiation missile. It can loiter for a long time on the battlefield. This TL-30 below is an export version. Its range is limited to 280 kilometers. The most important thing is that its loitering time is about 50 minutes. Because of long-range loitering, it needs bigger wings.
It turns out, unlike the direct attack type LD-10 anti-radiation missile, the TL-30 loitering anti-radiation missile can directly attack the target or can loiter over the target area for a long time according to the needs of the battlefield. Like a drone, it undertakes a series of tasks such as reconnaissance and monitoring, target guidance, situational awareness, target damage reporting, and effect judgment. At the end of the loitering time, attack the enemy, or attack the exposed enemy's radar any time while turning on. SR5 is an export model of rocket launcher newly developed in recent years. When it first appeared at the air show a few years ago, our column had made relevant reports. The loitering missile is considered a new type of unmanned aerial vehicle. So what is the intersection of a rocket launcher and loitering missile?
The loitering munition in front of the rocket launcher?
Of course, I think what they are talking about is this, but also the one above. Both of them are called loitering missiles. So when talking about loitering, the first thing we might think of is cruise missiles. It looks different from a traditional rocket. Here are all traditional rockets. It is actually different, it is more like a cruise missile.
So what kind of improvement will the SR5 rocket launcher bring to equip with loitering missiles?
Compared with traditional rockets, loitering rockets can replace the role of unmanned aerial vehicles to a certain extent before attacking the target. It can loiter on the battlefield for a considerable amount of time to search for targets. For the rocket launcher, there seems to be a pair of eyes over the battlefield. Of course, finding the targets will be of great help to subsequent attacks. Plus, our current rockets are all guided. When you look at this row, you see they all have wings. Many military fans call them rockets with wings. They use terminal guidance and satellite relay guidance to achieve a high accuracy.
The addition of loitering rockets not only increases the means of direct attack by SR5, but also provides continuous strike guidance, battlefield monitoring, damage assessment and other information and intelligence support for SR5. But looking at the ammunition with different lengths, different calibers, and different functions, Zixuan was a little confused. Are these all ammunition for SR5?
Teacher Bai, this one is larger, and the upper one is smaller. Also among these rockets, the smallest is 122 mm and the largest is 610 mm. Can all these be fired by SR5?
Yes, they are all launched by SR5. Now this technology is called Missile Rocket Co-Frame Launch Platform. This technology can be used on this vehicle to be compatible with rockets or missiles or loitering missiles of different calibers at the same time. It should be 220 mm on this side and 122 mm on that side. This missile and rocket sharing platform technology standardizes an integrated launching box for storage, transportation and launch. Its height and width are standard size. But its length is variable. As long as the length of a projectile does not exceed the upper limit of this car, it can be accommodated.
Relying on the integrated standard launch box for storage, transportation and dispatch, SR5 can launch a variety of rockets and smart ammunition. The two types of loitering rockets exhibited here are the latest, sharp swords, equipped with the SR5. Coupled with the unique stunt, that can be reloaded in a few minutes, SR5's battlefield performance will definitely make its enemies frightened. At this year's air show, there are a lot of mashups like rocket launchers and loitering missile systems.
This is the WS series rocket launcher. It looks like the WS-2D type of launcher. The Guardian series is a star equipment in all previous air shows. This time I found a very interesting point in its 8 launch boxes. It looks the same from the outside. But when we look at the rockets inside of the launcher from this side, I find that the rockets it carries are actually different. The one numbered on the top is WS-43, and the bottom one is WS-64. This integration of multiple different rockets allows the vehicle to launch different rockets according to different distances and types of the targets on the battlefield. WS series also offer a launcher in the shape of a shipping container built for rapid mobility and reloading. It can even launch WS-43 loitering rocket. Its payload can be quickly swapped between WS-43 short-range loitering missiles and rockets of multiple calibers. The WS-43 has a range of 37 miles, with 30 minutes loitering time, and uses a 44-pound warhead. Mounting the modular container launcher on a truck or cargo ship would provide not just a quick-fix fire support solution for littoral environment and airlifted forces, but also offers the potential to use the WS-43 in a surprise or ambush role. The loitering rocket utilizes networked planning control system and data link system to achieve netting operation, online track planning and other armament coordinated operations. With integrated operation capability of target reconnaissance, control, striking and assessment, it can effectively cope with stationary target, moving target, reverse slope target and time-sensitive target, etc.